Okay, we're good now. All right,
Okay.
continuing. Thank you.
Okay.
Gregor, please take it away.
So let's continue. So um doesn't tick. We were doesn't tick. Doesn't tick after less than a minute. So we need another time, maybe like 51 seconds, and oh, yeah, actually, and then it never ticked. Okay, now this fails. And I noticed that this probably should be 60, so that we have it. So that's other to do. This should be 60 later. Um, so let's fix that. And that will be interesting. How do I do that? So first of all, this needs to be coming from something. It needs to be a field where we count the ticks. It is the time it was ticked. And it needs to check the clock.
Mhm.
Maybe in a loop. Let me think. So it needs to stop at some time. Can't leave it running all the time. My tests will. Hmm.
Well, the ticker is only running when the light is on, right?
True.
And so as soon as the light turns off, you stop the ticker.
You're saying I bring in a status when the ticker should be running and when it should be not running.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. So, but then I need to introduce that concept first in my test. So then, okay, no, it just. hmm. So I then just I can do it like once it ticks, stops ticking. Let's start with this. I think this should work. Yeah. So I do it while uh, so tick starts with 0, while ticks equals 0. Check the clock. Instant. This is the new time. And I also need the old time somewhere. And in the end, I have to set the new time to the old time.
Mhm.
And here in between, I want to see, is it already 1 minute by? So I want to say old time. We have here. Cannot make a difference between compared to Let me bring up Google. Java difference between two instances. Duration between, that sounds nice. So let's do duration between old time and new time. And now we get the duration and we say duration dot get seconds. If this is greater than or equal to 60, then we have a tick. Then we say ticks equal to 1. Can't be handled. And then also it should stop the loop.
All right.
Hold on, it's already working. No. It is not finishing. I think I produced an endless loop.
Okay.
The tickable is never used. So that's also a problem. The tickable has, I need to check on the tickable whether it was ticked. What did I do here? This function needs to be on this fake. I want to spy on it. I want to spy how many times it was ticked.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore I need this. So the ticks, so I need to count them here, and I have to say here, ticks plus plus, and I returned them. And then here I need to ask the tickable how many times it was ticked, not the ticker. But for the ticker, yeah, everything is in the constructor. So I just created, that's it. And I never call tickable. So here I also want to say tickable dot pick, but it won't solve our problem. I've improved something that was wrong, but it seemingly never reaches a duration that has a seconds greater than or equal to 60.
Why is that?
Here. It's never the case. It won't tick in this case. So I think if I disable the test case, no. but here it should reach this. So maybe I need to swap this. I don't know. So I can just maybe print it. I don't want to get into debugging now.
Well, maybe for now, let's just fake it, pretend as if, and then we can come back later to troubleshoot it. Would that work for you?
Yeah, so I just say duration equals duration dot of minutes 1, like this. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. For now, just to get past that, and then you can come back later and fix it, just to keep
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good idea. Okay, so now it's fixed. Yeah, maybe what I don't like is that this everything is happening in the constructor. I think we should put this in a start method.
Okay.
So let's extract this. This is a start. It can be public, and we don't want to call it here. Actually, I wanna just. It should not have an argument. And it just uses, I don't want to call it here even. I just want to set these. And then I want to call the start here. Yeah, that works. And also I need to start it here. Whatever, this test is disabled now. So no, this works, yeah. Something else. So we can have, this could be an argument to our clock where it starts. So we can say like, put this here. Print this constructor. And now actually, I think I can inline this again. Don't need it in its own function now. I think that's fine like this. Would you say we continue with the ticker, or would you jump back to the home security system test?
So let me think. So, in the sense that you want to refactor the ticker, or
In the sense that we continue and fix this.
for now, for just for the interest of time, let's leave it for later. And
Yeah.
now that you have this routine that is telling you that 5 minutes are over, right? You can hop back into your other test, the other expectation where you know where you left off.
You mean this one?
Yeah, that you disabled. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can say, okay, now you can use that one to drive your design.
Yeah. So I need to remember back what this was. So yes, we had like a light turns on,
Yeah.
turns off after 5
You
minutes.
you needed some way to find out that 5 minutes are over, right?
Yes, exactly. So here the home security system needs a ticker,
Hmm.
or maybe we could either pass in the clock, and then the home security system would take care of creating the ticker for us.
Hmm.
Would be one solution. Or we could pass in a ticker. I would actually prefer passing in the clock.
Okay.
I'm just worried that when I pass in the clock, because my ticker is not finished, that I will run in endless loops again.
Okay.
So I need to fix it. But we can try. We'll see. So I will pass in the clock,
Okay.
and uh, then I can't. I would also like to call in my tests. I would like to call five times the tick.
Hmm.
Would be easier to test it.
So what you're saying is, given that the light is on and the five
Yeah.
minutes are over, I'm
Yes.
asserting that the light is now off.
Exactly. So this means I need to give it a ticker, and then I say ticker dot tick, something like this,
Hmm.
and then the light goes off. That would work.
Okay.
So I need a ticker. Um, Hold on. There's something wrong. My design. The home security system is the tickable. And the ticker ticks it. So I would say system tick, 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 tick. Okay, yeah. Now it's poorly named because it's just one part of a bigger system. And I don't need to give it that. I don't need the ticker. It's just it implements the tickable interface. It's tickable. Now I start ticking it.
Okay.
So this means this needs to implement tickable. And now, oh, it's already working. Why is it working? Light is already off. Is it not using? Yes, it is. But we are not doing anything in tick. it's on. And we are just passing it here. And then we are ticking. So it should be on all the time. I have disabled the test. Yeah, now we got the failing test. Okay.
Okay.
So now we are saying we need to count this. So this needs to count up. So I need some private int x. Let's make it long. And it starts with 0, and we say x plus plus. And every time it checks, so it needs to remember after every 5. No, I can't do modulo. I won't do it after 5. Anyhow, I need to do something like if ticks greater or equal than 5, I say light dot turn off. Do we have a turn off? No. We have get status. I can say something like get status, which is dump, doesn't matter. Now.
One comment, Gregor.
Yeah.
You cannot, or I mean, this may be a moot point, but you're turning light off only if it's already on. Although
Yeah.
in this case, I mean, if it's off, you turn it off, there is no harm, right?
Yes, there is no harm, and I can write a test case for what you're saying after that, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it really is nitpicking, right? Because at this point, you don't necessarily know if it's all on or on, but you don't care. You just turn it off anyway. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I would just turn it off.
Sure.
Now this passes. And also, like, if it's, I can say something like light stays off after 5 minutes. So we start with a home security system with the lights off. It stays off, but this already works now. But yeah, we are turning it off and off and off.
Yeah.
But the light takes care about that. Maybe it has some logic here saying if status already equals off, don't do anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could do something like that. Assuming that there would be a real light bulb and we don't want to harm it so much, then I can say, okay, my abstraction, like wrapping it takes care of that. I don't take care of it. They take care of it. It takes care of it.
Great.
And
yeah.
But this, and when it turns off, actually, then we can reset the ticks. let's write a test for that. So we need a case where we start the home security system and we turn it on. We turn on the light after it gotten turned off by itself. And then again, we wait for 5 minutes. It should again turn off.
Yeah, anytime light is on, after 5 minutes, it should automatically turn off to save electricity.
Yes, I think if I now wrote the test, I think it would fail. So let's try that. So I have a light, I turn it on, it goes off. And then again I say light dot turn on. And I think it already will turn off right here, right now.
Mhm.
But it should not. It should stay on. It should stay on after this tick. Only after this fifth tick, it should stay. It should turn itself off based on our. And I don't like this test case at all. There is no clear act or assert.
Yeah, it's quite messy.
Yeah. So how do I improve it? Like we can just we can do that later.
Yeah.
We can
Did
start with just with that case.
yeah. So, can you get to the point where the test passes, or are you still in the middle of?
Um, Now it's failing. Yeah. But actually, no, I like it like this. I would say this means um, what this is testing is it's testing that burns assert turns off after another 5 minutes. That is what it is testing. After 1 minute, it's still turned on. After 4 minutes, it's still turned on. After 5 minutes, it's turned off.
Yeah.
I
No,
know it's 5 assertions, but it's the same thing.
yeah,
I
no,
can't really break it apart.
that's a good test. Yeah.
And this is, how do I put this? Light turn. So light got turned off by home security system. Not yet. I'm not confident in that refactoring. So I have a home security system and the light got turned off by it. Actually, off after 5 minutes. When I turn it on, after 5 minutes, it should again, and this fails. It should again turn off. So let's fix that test. And it go. I think I just have to say here. When I turn it off, I just reset the ticks. That's all. No, that's all.
All right, it works.
It works, yeah.
Okay, can we now switch our attention? I know you want to refactor and all that, but you can do it
Yeah,
later.
sure.
Just in the interest of time, I want to mention that one shortcoming of this system, it does not have it's not plugged into the light sensor, so the system
Yeah.
is blind.
Yeah.
uh, and so the decision when to turn the light on has to be driven by some declarative rules. Let's say, for example, we can think about two times, winter time and summertime, because the days are longer or shorter, right, depending on the calendar. And so we can
Yeah.
say the rule, for example, for the summertime was to turn the light off at 6 in the morning and turn the light on at 8 at night, which is 20 hours or 8 p.m.
Yeah.
While in the wintertime, we turn the light off at maybe, let's say, 8 in the morning and turn the light on at 6 or 18 hours in the evening. Does that make sense? So the system decides based
Yeah.
on the time of day as well as on the
Yeah.
time of year when to turn the light on and off. Now, the logic, when you ask me about the logic time of the year, just for fun, let's say winter time is whenever there's months in the calendar that has letter R in its name. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. And
Okay.
then
Hmm.
months that don't have R, they are summertime. I mean, it's silly, but just
Okay.
for crazy logic, right? So now, how would you write tests for those situations where you want to determine whether it's wintertime or summertime, and then what time to turn the light on and off, regardless of the motion detector?
Yeah.
Make sense?
Makes sense. So
Cool.
we are now in the second version,
Hmm.
and let's rephrase like what you just said. So you said,
No light detector, so the system is blind.
yeah,
Doesn't know if it's dark or not.
it is using the current time again.
Yeah, it's
And
it's
you
it's
said,
a lot. It's relying on the system clock to decide whether
yeah,
to turn the light on or off. And there is some
yeah,
logic that's saying, okay, well, if it's winter months, I'm gonna have a different schedule than if it's
yeah.
summer months. Yeah.
So there is a winter,
Hmm.
there are winter months, and there are what do we call it? Summer
Summer.
months. So
Yeah. And winter months have the letter R in the name.
and winter month have letter R in the name.
Yeah.
Summer months doesn't, but
Yeah.
that's clear. Okay. And what is again, when is in winter months daytime?
Let's say from 8 in the morning to 18 in the evening, 6 p.m. Right.
Um, uh, have daylight from 8 a.m. to
6 p.m.
18 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah. 18.
or 6 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if for what is the case for summer months?
Let's say 6 a.m. to 20 p.m. or 8 in the evening.
Sorry, again. What was the
6 in
last?
the morning, 6 a.m.
Yeah,
to 20
to
hours or 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, this can be configurable. You are just kind of arbitrarily.
Yeah, so I would.
So now, what's
So
the first thing you attack?
so first of all, I need to know whether I'm in daylight or whether I'm not in daylight based on the current time. So I need some system, and I feed it time, and
Mhm.
then I get back what is the current. Is it daytime or
Yeah,
is it nighttime?
you need some logic to determine, are we in the day or
Yes.
the night?
exactly. And this is maybe in just in a function, maybe. And this is the I don't know, night detector. It's not really detecting uh, which time is it. And then I would start writing scenarios for this,
Mm-hmm.
where I say, for example, given I have this daytime calculator, I don't know, something like this, and it's now I need just examples,
Mm-hmm.
and it's January, and I first doesn't matter, and then I choose a time. Let's start with 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
When I ask it what time it is, then it will yield and 8 a.m. is daytime. And
Yeah.
it's daytime. Something like that. And I need it will probably be a table. So it is since it's a function, it has only one input
Mm-hmm.
and outputs. Based on that, I want to have a table
Mm-hmm.
where I have like I test all the edges. I test winter months like AM and then 5:59.
Yeah.
So that's still nighttime, and then at AM it goes to daytime.
Yeah.
And then the same here. I say um 5:59 is still daytime, but 6 is then starts with oh no, actually no, 6 p.m. is still daytime, I would say. And
Mm.
then 6 and 1 minute is nighttime, for
Yeah.
example. And I would do the same like for all months and all edges on each side of the edge.
So you wouldn't go for um, looking for the letter R in the name of the month.
I would go with the letter R in the name,
Okay.
but this
Okay.
would be my implementation code.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I would outline all the scenarios. It's just 12 months. I can write
Yeah.
down 12
Sure.
months. Uh, yeah, maybe it will be a little like if I have the edges. So for for each month, I have at least here one, two, three, four cases.
Mm-hmm.
So there is four cases times 12 months. Yeah. So we're going about 60 cases. It's a little bit much, maybe.
Yeah. I would just look for the letter R in the month name of the month, and I would just say, "Oh,
Yeah.
winter time," and I have the rule that if it's winter time, this is when the daylight is, this is when the night is, just to keep it simple.
Yes. So you
Because
so you split it apart in two.
yeah, first thing I look
Yeah,
at, I
exactly.
grab
Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah.
the clock, and then I translate like what's the month, and
Yeah.
turn it into English or whatever.
Exactly. So we can turn it we can turn it in two systems, in two small systems.
Yeah.
So where we say like one system checks whether it is uh winter or summer,
Mm-hmm.
and you give it a time, and then you get back the winter or summer.
Mm-hmm.
And with this test, it's only 12 cases
Yeah.
because you have maybe in each month you have a time. And then you only have for a winter month, you have 4 cases, and for summer ones you have 4 cases. So in total you have 10 tests for
Yeah,
all of it. Yeah, would be cool.
yeah, that
Nice.
looks good. See, we're growing this nicely.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
soon it's
like it.
gonna be done.
Yeah,
So, Gregor, I unfortunately I don't have much more time for today. I have other things to attend to.
sure.
We continue this at your next time when you have some available time. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Because so far, great progress, and I think we have laid down the groundwork
Okay.
for next system.
I'm not convinced,
No,
but
it's good.
yeah,
It's going
yeah,
nicely, and maybe in the meantime, you can while between the two sessions, you can maybe go back and tidy your ticker and tickable
yeah, yeah,
it work, and then we once that's done, we go into this winter summertime
yeah,
logic, right?
yeah. Cool.
And then all that's left is throwing the motion detector, and you're pretty much done.
Yeah, exactly. And we got our home security.
Then we have home security. Mickey Mouse, right? But anyway, this is a good
Yeah,
exercise. I think a good thinking experiment.
yeah. Like time is always a great challenge.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
much more complicated than people think.
yeah. And it's a good way to gain some awareness of these problems with system clocks, etc. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So great. Thank you so much for your time and for the nice session.
Thank you
We'll
too.
have now. And let me know when you can continue and we can maybe wrap it up.
Yeah, I will send you a message.
Great. Thank you,
Thank you.
Gregor. Have a great evening
Bye.
and we'll
You
talk later.
too.
Bye.
Have a nice evening.
You too. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm stopping the